Hi, today I'm going to be sewing this apron dress by IndiePattern, and I decided to make this because it's getting colder out and this is a more autumn themed outfit. So let's start off by cutting out the pieces. Once all the pieces were cut out, I ironed the seam allowances for the shoulder straps. And then I ironed the shoulder straps in half. After that, sew 2 parallel lines on both of the shoulder straps. Next, place the 2 strap pieces in between the 2 rectangle top pieces, right sides together. Then pull it all right side out. Now with the bottom piece, do rolled hems on all sides and do gathering stitches on the top. Gather the fabric and make it the same length as the waistband. Okay, so this ended up being a 2-day project, but anyway, so I usually have my tension for gathering at 2 or 3, and for this project, I did a 1, like the instructions said, but it came loose very quick, so I'm going to have the tension at 2 and see if that works better. And now the gathers are not as loose. And now I'm going to do some rolled hems on all sides of the ruffle piece. Okay, so I actually decided to leave the first rolled hem on the long side be the bottom hem, and not do it on the other side because it took a long time. After sewing the gathers on the ruffle piece, I sewed the bottom piece to the ruffle piece right sides together. Okay, so now I need to sew the top piece to the skirt, and it's going to be in the middle, so it's 16 inches in. Now don't forget to put the straps, it's going to be around 10 centimeters from the seam. Now iron the seam allowances for the waistband straps. And this is what it looks like so far. Okay, so I didn't notice this until the very end, but the straps need to be folded differently than this picture because they will twist if you sew them like that. Now take one of the waistband straps and place it on underneath the main apron, and get the other waistband strap and put it on top of both. Now sew here and here. Now iron all the seam allowances for the pocket piece, and on the top do a rolled hem, and then sew the pocket piece to the main apron. Now iron the waist straps in half, right sides together. And now sew along the raw edges, leaving one side open. I am also going to cut the seam allowances as well. Then I turn them right side out and iron them flat. Then stitch the edges except for the opening. And now the last step is to take the waist strap and place it inside of the opening of the main apron and sew it inside. I had a really fun time sewing this dress, and I hope that you found it just as enjoyable as I did. Thanks for sewing with me.